allow this generation that they fought for to be put to shame. You will not allow our enemies to triumph over us. For no one hopes in you and never come out in shame. But shame shall encompass all of them who are treacherous. Shame shall be the portion of all the saboteurs, both dead and living. Shame shall become and will be the portion of those that persecute your children. You will show us your way, for we are nothing without thee. You will teach us your paths. You will guide us in your truth. You will teach us, O Elohim, because you are Chukwokika Biama, our Savior and our Redeemer, and our hope is in you and you alone. Every day, every morning, every night, we ceaselessly call upon your holy name, that you may have mercy upon us, that your love and your grace may abide within us. Do not remember the sins of our youth. Do not remember the sins of our fathers and our ancestors. Do not count our rebellious ways against us. According to your love, O Elohim, please have mercy upon us and give us Biafra in our time. For we are upright in thy word. For we are guided by the instructions you have laid down in your commandments, that sin may not have any hold over us. Come and guide us in your humble way, and teach us to be that which you have destined us to become. For we have no other God apart from thee. We have no other creator apart from thee. For the sake of your name, not for anything that we may have done, not for any righteousness that we may have possessed. Elohim, forgive us our iniquity and have mercy upon us. Grant us Biafra in our time, that your name may be exalted, that your name may be praised, that your name, O Elohim, may be lifted up above every other name, now and forevermore, we pray. He said, Mama Dregi Chineke.
Thank you so much for joining me on my program once again. I appreciate you wherever you are connecting from. If you have not subscribed to my channel, kindly subscribe to my channel. Click the notification bell so that you'll be notified each time I upload a video. You will be among the first to receive it. Thank you so much and remain blessed. Remember, in this channel, we talk about the freedom of Biafra, the freedom of Oduduwa, and the freedom of every indigenous tribe in the contraction called Nigeria, mainly focusing on Biafra, because the Biafra have taken the lead on the struggle for freedom in Nigeria. There is no doubt that Biafra is taking the lead, and they are doing very, very well. All Biafrans all over the world, they are speaking their voice on a daily basis, and we are joining the voice of our supreme leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, following his footsteps in every direction that he has given us, in all the foundation that he has laid for us. That is what we are following to achieve our freedom. And very soon, we will surely achieve our freedom. As you all know, we are still on the prayers that our supreme leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, has given us. Please, if you have not joined, join the prayer. Join the prayer. It is not too late to recite your own psalm on a daily basis. Any day that is the day of the psalm, you recite the psalm and pray along with our supreme leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, as he is praying for you and I, wherever he is. He is praying. You know very well that he is a prayerful man. He doesn't stop praying. Before he does everything, he prays. That is why Chukwuka Biama has chosen him and always leading him on whatever he does. Whatever he says, he's not just saying it on his own. Chukwuka Biama is directing him in all his speech, because he is a prayerful man. We will continue to pray with him. Wherever he is, we are standing along with him, standing strong, and nothing will stop us from achieving our freedom. Nothing will stop us from fighting for our supreme leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, for his freedom and the freedom of Biafra. Very, very soon, we shall all be free, and we will rejoice on the situation. Today, I want to talk about the sit-at-home issue. As you all know, a news have broke that the sit-at-home has been suspended by the DOS. The DOS said that the order came from the highest authority that the sit-at-home should be suspended for now, and we will only observe the sit-at-home on the day our supreme leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, will be going to the court. And when this news broke up, so many people got confused, so many people were worried. I can understand your worries. Myself, I was worried. I would have preferred that we continue on the sit-at-home. But who are you to judge? After all, we are not the one that instituted the sit-at-home at the first place. It was the same DOS that came out with that very idea of the sit at home, and we all embraced it. And all along, they came and they told us that they're going to weigh it. Initially, if you can listen very well, when they said that sit at home is going to be every Monday, and it will be started, and as it progresses, that it will wait to know if we will continue on that sit at home or we will take another dimension to follow it. And after the first sit at home, we have seen the result. Excellent result. There is no doubt it has an excellent result. It was a great success. And now the DOS decided to take it to another level. They said we have to suspend the sit at home for the meantime while we wait for the next thing to follow. But the issue of his, as soon as they're going to court, any day he is going to court, there will definitely be a sit at home. Don't be worried. There don't have to be any confusion there. Many people are causing a lot of confusion, saying a lot of things, saying all manner of things. Some are trying to say things that are irrelevant. Let me tell you, if you are a follower of our Supreme Leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, he himself have ordered us and told us to obey the DOS. Whatever they said is the word of our Supreme Leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And if there are any people who are very close to Supreme Leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu who can get a word from him and transfer to us, it is the DOS. So I believe our Supreme Leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu himself suspended the sit at home. You know, our Supreme Leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, he is a master strategist. He knows it all. He knows how to follow up. And moreover, he is working with Chukwuka Abiyama. Whatever revelation comes to him, he doesn't joke with it. Remember, before this news of the suspension came, the lawyers of our Supreme Leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu went to meet him. After meeting him on the following day, the DOS came out to tell us about the suspension. There is every definite reason to believe that our Supreme Leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have weighed on the issue, check the east, west, north, check the left and right, check and balance the issue, and he has decided that we have to suspend it for now while we wait for the next result. There has no need to be worried, no need to cause confusion, no need to cause trouble, no need to cause an uproar everywhere. Let me tell you, Supreme Leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, if you are his follower, you must have to obey every command that comes from DOS. You must have to obey that. It doesn't matter what you think, it doesn't matter what you believe. In as much as we will have our own feelings, personal feelings left for us, some of us will even like to carry gun and go on the street and begin to shoot. Left for us. But we have people who are guiding us and directing us on what to do. That is why each time they bring any suggestion, we have to abide by it. Take it with all good faith and then wait and see what they are going to say next. There is no need to worry. Some people are trying to create some theories. Some people are bringing some theories out of the suspension of the sit at home, creating some irrelevant theories, creating some unnecessary ideas that are going to cause confusion among us. Do not buy to those ideas. It doesn't matter. We are all together. Remember, our Supreme Leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu appointed some people that we must listen to. He has appointed some people who have listened. The DOS was formed. That is the highest authority that we have to be listening to as we speak. Every information, they are the one that has the first-hand information from our Supreme Leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. If there are any people that have first-hand information from our Supreme Leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, what he wants and what he has put in place, it is the DOS. That is why we have to obey whatever they bring. And again, our Supreme Leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu also directed us to listen to a platform like that platform of our brother Simon Ekpa. Simon Ekpa has been doing wonderfully well, and you can see whatever suggestion that is being brought by the highest authority of the IPOB, Simon Ekpa follows up and follows it up strictly. Whatever they bring, they tell us, those of us who are in media, you don't have to create your own idea, don't create your own information. Whatever they tell us to do, that is what we do, because we are working according to order and we are following the footsteps of our Supreme Leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Just as he has said, he has told us to listen to Simon Ekpa. Go to the platform of Simon Ekpa. Listen to him, what he has to say. When he tells you stop, you stop. When he says go, you go. Simon Ekpa at no time have not disobeyed the DOS. There is no time in loggerhead with DOS. There's never a time Simon Ekpa is in trouble with DOS. There's no time they are in any argument. They are working hand in hand. Remember, Simon Ekpa is a very busy man. He has his own job. He has other things he's doing. And most time he will leave all this in to be broadcasting for you and I, to give us information. Let us not trouble him and confuse him. Let us not. There are certain things that will come out before he gets to his table, because he's a very busy man. The news will be out there, and some news might be urgent that all of us have to embrace it when it comes out. This one have broken up about the suspension of the sit at home. I personally made a video about the sit at home yesterday before I heard about the suspension, and we have to follow suit. in as much as we would have allowed love to continue in the sit at home because of the love we have for Supreme Leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and for the way the sit at home shaped the country, the way the sit at home achieved a lot. We would love to continue, but the DOS knows better than all of us. They are the people who are in the forefront. They are taking the decision. The DOS is not one person. And the DOS, mind you, is headed by our Supreme Leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They are the one that has the first-hand information of the plans of our Supreme Leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That is why we have to obey every information that they have brought to us. Don't be confused. Don't place confusion where there is no confusion. And don't keep trouble where there is no trouble. There is no confusion whatsoever, anywhere. There is no confusion between the DOS and the media who are speaking out on our behalf, more especially our brother Simon Ekpa. There is no confusion whatsoever. Whenever you go to any platform and they are talking about issues of this very kind, certain confusion among us, there is no confusion, there is no trouble and quarrel between every organization called IPOB, all the Biafrans fighting for freedom. We are speaking in one voice and saying one thing. We all might have our different feelings. We all must have a different opinion. But at the end of the day, we have formed an organization that we come to a conclusion and give us an answer on what to do. If we begin to apply everybody's opinion in this very struggle, we cannot move forward. That is why some group of people have to come together, put their heads together, and give us a way forward. Then we follow. That is what we have always to do. We always have to do that. We have to obey that. If you love Biafra, if you love your freedom, and if you love what Supreme Leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, follow those he has told us to follow. He is the one that put in place everything that is happening as I'm speaking to you today. Every procedure that is happening is what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has put in place. We have to follow it up. Don't be confused. Don't be confused. Don't be distracted. Do not be distracted. You know what the fight we are fighting. We are fighting a very terrible fight, more especially in the media. And whenever any little thing happens among us, the Biafrans, the media will use it against us. The Nigerian, the so-called one Nigerianists will use it against us, and they will begin to push propaganda where there is no trouble. Before you know it, they begin to push it forward that we are confused, we don't know what we are doing, we are fighting. There is no infighting in Biafra anywhere. There's no infighting in IPOB. There's no infighting among the leaders of IPOB. There is none. Everything is still in place the way it's been made. For those who are busy talking about irrelevant things, talking about things that are not relevant, trying to create a problem where there is no problem, stop that. If you love yourself, you love freedom, stop that. All you have to do is to follow whatever is being said, follow it up. If you have something that you don't understand, if you have an argument, you can meet those who are very close to the authority to discuss with them. They are going to clear you. And after talking to you, I believe you will be more convinced and you'll be more clearer. Let's not be creating problem where there's no problem, because we have a lot of enemies. If we are not careful, they will overtake us. Let us listen at all time. So before I conclude, I would like to play one of the messages of our Supreme Leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to keep your faith high, to keep your spirit high. Keeping your spirit high, because our Supreme Leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is speaking to us every now and again through his own messages. If you're a follower of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you will hear him and you will follow every footstep that he put on the ground. That is why I tell you, his word is as fresh as anything every morning. Each time you play his messages, they are as new as anything. Continue to play his messages. It will energize you. It will strengthen you. It will show you a direction where to go. Let us listen to our Supreme Leader, His Excellency Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, once again.
Now we are going to play for you the voice of Femi Adesina. Do you know why those callers summoned the courage to ask that question? Because of what we are doing in IPOB. We have opened their eyes. The eyes and ears of people are now open. Forget all the things they tell you. They all listen to Radio Biafra because they know that I speak the truth. They know that I've been ordained by heaven to preach the gospel of redemption, not just for Biafra, but for everybody. And they know it. Now listen, let us hear what the presidential spokesman has to say. After, I would say months, after months of lying and deceiving themselves, finally they have admitted it, that when I was telling you it was recorded, somebody wrote and said, oh, forget it, recording is nothing. I said, what do you know? What do you know? If you have a president and in the midst of crisis, that president cannot, even if he's on a sick bed, to address the people. And you can fault Buhari anyhow you like, to be honest with you. One thing you cannot accuse the late Buhari of is abandoning the North. A whole Kanu. His bedrock, Kanu, which is his strongest base, dying like this, and he will not say something. Oh, it's not Buhari now. That means you don't even know him very well. That was when I knew that Buhari was no confirmation that he's no more. And I thought that people who claim they went to school will be able to understand that this man is no longer there. But you know what they did? Oh, forget now, it doesn't matter. He should not be only broadcast. Zoo, that is why they are experimenting with you, because you have no brain, you cannot reason. A whole president cannot address the people live. That means he's dead. Live means living. People who are living. Recorded means people who are dead. So you don't know that before? Let us hear what Femi Adesina has to say. They wanted to stop this broadcast. They know it is an earthquake. It will crumble whatever is left. Those rooms that coronavirus hasn't entered in Asorok, it will enter it tonight. Now it will enter there. Let us listen to Femi Adesina squirming and lying. Look at his eyes. Listen.
Our president, his speech is not always live speech. Like the last speech that he gave was leaked. I want to know why. It was leaked. Even as he was reading it on the television, I've already read it. Thank you.
What you read on the internet was not the authentic version. It was an early version that a mischief maker got hold of and released on social media. And there were so many discrepancies between that version and the final version. And then, why is it not live? Not all broadcasts are live. Not all broadcasts are live. Presidential broadcasts are really live. They're really live. They are pre-recorded.
Pre-recorded.
1 or 2 hours before broadcast.
Are you listening?
Broadcasts are really live.
Honestly, it is very important that we inform here that a president that was elected by Nigerians can be called to be spoken to Nigerians at any point in time. And it beats my imagination that each time you are being interviewed, the way you speak to Nigerians as though Nigerians are just used tissue paper. These things are not good at all.
That's it to go.
You understand?
That's it to go.
Well,
for you to come here with your level of education,
that is the way you choose to see yourself. If you choose to see yourself as used tissue paper,
you are speaking with Nigerians, so you have to at least give us some respect.
They are tissue paper.
Yeah, we elected the president, and you are appointed by him. So whatever it is that we are asking, or they are talking to you about, you should be able to at least answer us with respect.
These are Nigerians, so not Biafrans, so Nigerians.
Breaking record, or someone is they refer to himself as tissue paper, and you can't help that. You don't have to talk to us like that. I don't know why this arrogance and everything. I don't know.
They're arrogant because you're stupid.
Thank you for calling, Mr. Adesina.
Just congratulations to Orelua. If that's the way he sees himself, he's welcome to it.
On a moral ground, the president is supposed to have a media chat.
Media chat is too low.
Especially on this present crisis.
Present crisis. Somebody is asking. The president should have a media chat live. Listen.
Not in a while.
Thank you, Lariko. Mr. Adesina.
Thank you. It's a matter of opinion and a matter of style.
Style.
If the president chooses to adopt the broadcast style,
the broadcast style, newscasting, president.
They call school days depending on what you studied. In the stylistics class, you are told that.
Now we are not in the stylistics class. From presidency to stylistics. So when you were asking for people to read you into power, you didn't talk about stylistics. All of a sudden, we are now into stylistics. It's now style. It's a question of style. they think that they're going to a tissue paper. As somebody said, that is the way they treat you. You allowed them to treat you like a tissue paper. That is why he can come out on national radio and be talking rubbish. Rubbish. He should be going to prison. They are all going to jail. Do you know why? Boris Johnson will not defend them. Trump cannot defend this type of attitude. Boris Johnson is a good man. Boris Johnson is one of the few leaders of the world that has conscience. He can't support this rubbish. That was why they ran to China. They brought this Jubril matter to Boris Johnson. He told them to get away from London. Come on, get away from here. They ran off and they ran to China. Can you imagine? A Nigerian called and said, "You are treating us like a tissue paper." He said, "Okay, if you see yourself as a tissue paper," he said, "Hey, Zoo alumni, Zoo, unbelievable, unbelievable, the most popular, super populous giant of Africa. Look at the mess you are making of yourselves. An absolute and complete mess. That was why Facebook did not want us to broadcast this evening. Mess, complete and utter mess in the zoo. Let's see finish sharing from Mr. Forger, Femi Adesina, the Photoshop expert, a seasoned criminal and liar. A seasoned criminal and liar.
Syncretic. What does that mean?
Idiosyncratic.
From person.
Style differs.
That is the style of this president.
All of a sudden.
Another president will come and he will adopt a different style. So the style that this president has adopted,
stylistics,
let's accept it and let it suffice for us.
Yeah. My direct question to Mr. Adesina is that
listen.
What has happened to Dazuki and this other shite guy? Why is YC holding on to them despite court judgment on their release? Why is he holding on to them?
All right.
He has now. Have you ever heard him? It is now a question of stylistics. You are now into stylistics governance. And what is that stylistics? It is that a president can choose whether to give live broadcast or not according to his style. Even in a national emergency, when people are dying like flies in Kanu, the same people that voted for Buhari or voted in the name of Buhari. Hey, Zoo, legendary zoological republic.
If he doesn't have the answer,
listen.
I want him to encourage the president to come out and speak.
Come out and speak.
The president coming out to address us, as in to have a media chat with the press, so that from there he can speak to us.
Okay, Bikunle, thank you for calling me. Additional.
Thank you.
Look at his face.
To encourage Mr. Bikunle not to continue to sound like a broken record.
You sound like a broken record.
When this COVID thing began, President should talk to us, President should talk to us, President should talk to us. He has had 3 national broadcasts.
3.
Within about a month. What else do they want?
What else do you want?
What else do they want? Some people think because either you elected a president or you didn't elect,
are you listening?
You must lead your president by the nose. It doesn't happen. It doesn't happen. The fact that you have elected a man does not mean then you begin to order him around.
Democracy 101 Nigeria.
For the country at any given time.
Mr. Adesina, isn't the president elected by the people? Isn't he responsible to the people?
He is quite responsible to the people, but the people don't have to lead him around by the nose. That's what I'm saying.
Hey, do you see why I call them the zoological republic? Do you see why? These are the idiots they employ. Maybe he has 1 or 2 flats in Dubai because he's made money from stealing, from lying, from covering up. This is the cover-up. You are telling me that the old Buhari is alive and this type of shady cover-up will be going on? It can never happen. I shall have told all of you plenty of time that the man is no longer there, but everybody has been too daft to follow. Can you hear? It's his style. Presidency of stylistics. Amazing. Maybe the next Tinubu or and that monkey or Shomole will be presidency of gymnastics. You can see him on the jumping like a little orangutan on that thing they used to do hand bar in a gym. You can see him. I don't know where he did his own makeup. He has now gone. He's now sporting a mustache around his this thing. I got him. Okay. Old man, he wants to look young. I mean, he has a very young wife, maybe. This is Radio Biafra. We are live and direct, and the zoo is vibrating. Everybody in an earthquake in the zoo right now as we preach the gospel. There is fire everywhere in the zoo. Everybody's on the run. I told them, the prophets told them, negotiate now. That's why he's a miscreant. Leave him. And I gave him a promise. By the time we are done with you, believe you me, Somalia will be a paradise compared to the zoo. And it's happening before your eyes. You are now seeing it before your own very eyes. It is happening. Nigerians cannot order their own president about what utter rubbish is that. Any civilized country will storm Asorok and stone everybody there to death. That's how sad it is. Because Nigeria is not one, has never been one, and can never be one. That is why there is no uprising. If you had Biafra, there will be uprising. If Oduduwa was free, there will be uprising by now. If Arewa was free, there will be uprising. If Middlebelt, people will rise up to demand for a live address. Now you are demanding, they are waiting, the Chinese are working on their software. You're waiting for a live address, which you know would never come. What does that tell you about what is happening inside Asorok? That there is nobody there. The presidency has declared that Nigerians cannot order President Muhammadu Buhari around. Which Muhammadu Buhari? Let's continue. A special advisor on media and publicity, Femi Adesina, said this during an interview with Nigeria Info during their Crossfire program. Adesina, however, assured that Buhari will continue to do what is best for Nigerians from the grave in Saudi Arabia, maybe. Hey, Zoo. That is what is happening. That is what we must keep exposing. They don't even know the meaning of democracy. They have no idea what democracy is like. Channels, television, and NTA, they knowingly lied. Channels knowingly lied and have been deceiving all of you. Now that Femi Adesina is saying that the programs were recorded. So how come NTA and channels were flashing live, the live icon on the left-hand side of the screen? Please, Chinasa, give it to Amaka to post. Somebody should post it, please. You will see that Channels TV said it was live. They gave them a tape recorder. They slotted it in. Somebody inside Channels wrote live, knowing fully well that they are lying. Now tell me how you can trust such a news channel. Lying and deceiving the people. Do you see my problem with them? Lying and this. How can a TV station in broad daylight, the broadcast is not live? Why didn't you say to Asorok, it is not live? Let's just play it. They said no, live. They switched on live. And Tony Momo collected his own share and put it in his pocket and laughed at all of you. Do you know what? I call you zoo people animals. You know what they call you? Tissue paper. A used tissue paper. Which one is worse? An animal that is at least breathing and eating, or a tissue paper you flush down the toilet? Which one is better? So you now see that I love you. At least I call you animal. They call you tissue paper. That is why they can lie to you. That is why they can put live. I am live right now. Facebook is saying I am live. How do you know I am live? How? The time now is 23 minutes past 10 p.m. in Biafra land. If you look at your wristwatch, if you look at your wall clock, wherever you are in the world, it is 23 minutes past the top of the hour. That's how you know I'm live. Simple and short. Was the actor, not even Jubril, was the actor live? Pretending that speaking Buhari's language? Of course, they were not live. Because you can also mimic a voice. So I say, but the voice sounds like Buhari. You can also mimic it. Go and, of course, we'll do that later on. Deep fake is called. Deep fake. That's what it's called. Go and Google it. Deep fake. You will see any face if I want to look like Keanu Reeves, I can. If I want to look like Peter Doche, I can. Just take his face and put on my face and with my voice. Very easy, isn't it? Hey, Zoo is finished. Zoo is, hey, they are crying where they are tonight. Hey, how come Facebook? Why did you allow them? Why? They are crying. They collect money from, they say it's Abacha loot that never ends. After collecting it, they share it to the whole world. They bribe the ambassadors in Abuja. They bribe all of them to be writing their nonsense. Nigeria is a bit stormy, but it is to be expected. Things will get better soon. President Buhari is trying. And I'm telling the world that your ambassadors in Abuja are lying to all of you. They are liars, they are corrupt, they are cheats, all of them. Because there is no Buhari in Asorok. There is no, I dare them. If there is Buhari, bring him out and I will give up Biafra. I'm making a pledge before God and to the whole world. Bring out Buhari for live interview and I'll give up Biafra. But they know they don't have him. They don't. Whoever runs Channels TV, John Momo, NTA, you people knowingly lied and have been deceiving your so-called fellow Nigerians because you put a tag live on a relayed transmission when you knew that it was not live. You knew it. Only those running an administration of a dead president will record a broadcast and call it live in order to deceive. The word is deceive, to deceive the people. I am bringing you the truth. And they are deceiving you. They are deceiving you. When are you going to open your eyes? When? I ask you. When? I'm sure Adesina will regret appearing on that radio show. He will regret it. I've told him, don't come out. Don't come outside. We have our own Onyokomita. Once you come out, we analyze everything about you, the way you walk, your body language, everything about you. How did we know that every picture you have been issuing of a so-called Buhari since 2017 has been fake? Very simple. It is called pixelation. Simple pixelation. We get the picture and we keep expanding it. Once you expand it, it becomes blurred. You will see two images. The old Buhari picture, the old dead Buhari, and a superimposed picture on top of it. You think we don't know? There is no trick. We are Biafrans. Is it because we are not white? Is that why you think we are not smart? You think we're not intelligent as white people? Because we are black? Bring that trick from China. As you are doing it, we are analyzing it for the whole world to hear. And shame will be on you. Are you now following? So there is no need trying to see if you can deceive us, because you can't. Only those running a dead administration would even care to tamper with a live program. Earlier today, I tweeted a piece of information that proves beyond a reasonable doubt that Nigerians are being deceived with new technology in hyper reality face mask and deep fake. It's called deep fake technology from China. Deep fake. I will reveal that. I will demonstrate for all of you how the whole thing works in in my broadcast to come, either on Sunday or sometime next week. I told Abba Kyari when he was alive, Femi Adesina, that's sex trafficker. A sex trafficker. That's the type of idiots they have. Adesina is a forger from Oluwole. Loretta Nochie is a sex. She goes to Edo State, takes girls and traffics them to Italy for prostitution. These are the people in Asorok running the zoo called Nigeria. Can you imagine such rubbish? And that was the idiot with her multiple fake accounts. Zara Onyinye, Emalkai, another one, is it too dumb, whatever. Fake accounts. Zara Onyinye, fake. No, she didn't realize that we know who she is. It's Loretta Nochie. That foul-mouthed, sex-trafficking, shameless woman without husband. These are the people running Nigeria. There is nobody there. What there is looting galore. Once you'll be there, and Mama and Dara will call you, hey, my friend, where you there? They say you there Dubai. Come back, oh, there's money, oh. Come and take your own. Oh. They will fly in. They will make them presidential committee on vegetable oil, and all the money is going. Loot as much as you like. Steal anything you see, you steal. Nobody's asking questions. If you look around, there's nobody, you burn the place. Put fire there. Light it. They burnt CBN, Jos. Burnt CBN in Abuja. Accountant General's office burnt. Where is the money from Abacha loot? Nobody knows.
After listening to Aswinda Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you can agree with me that he is truly the savior of our own time. He is truly doing what he's supposed to do. He is truly fighting for you and I. He will never give up. Let us not betray him. Let us not let him down. Every foundation that he has laid for you and I, let us follow it up, because it will lead us to our freedom. He is not speaking on his own. Chukwu Kabiama has appointed him and anointed him. Follow the anointed man that Chukwu Kabiama has given us, Aswinda Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. May Chukwu Kabiama bless Aswinda Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. May Chukwu Kabiama strengthen our Aswinda Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. May Chukwu Kabiama give him good health wherever he is. Strengthen him and bring him back to us very, very soon. Thank you so much for watching, and remember this. Bye-bye. See you again on the next video.